Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be playing more Baked Magic for the Elliot route. I did a poll on my Twitter at CocoLoCovers asking what people wanted to see this weekend, and the Bard cover and Baked Magic won. So that's what we're doing. Bard cover was yesterday and Baked Magic today. So let's get stuck in. Once the apple cinnamon muffins are done, we'll be finished with today's baking. I think I'll open the store a little early today. Lana, come quick! What's the matter, Elliot? I started a fire. Oh. Elliot, where's the fire? Right here. Oh, you mean you conjured fire. When you said you started a fire, I thought you said you had set the kitchen alight. Again. My name is Lana, and I run this bakery. No way! I'm not that careless. At least not anymore. This little ball of energy is my apprentice, Elliot. I wasn't able to control my fire magic at all last week, but I practiced really hard and finally got the hang of it. I wanted to show you how much I've improved. And we're witches. Ah, my fire! What am I going to do with you? I've forgotten how pretty they were. They're so pretty. Lana, I can't find the powdered cinnamon. It's on the shelf next to the clove. Okay. I've had this bakery for a little over 3 years now. It's always been my dream to open up a store and share my delicious snacks and remedies with the people of Perennia. I found it! Good work, Elliot. Elliot was one of my first customers I ever had, and back then I hadn't realized that she was a witch. Last year, she came to me saying she wanted to learn how to use magic to bake. Lana, look! Dusting the apple cinnamon muffins. Don't they look appetizing? Initially, I was reluctant. Get it? Get it? Appetizing? It's like appetizing but with apples, because I'm holding apple cinnamon muffins. Yes. Well done. Could you please put them on the counter? Could you please put them on the display stand? But even after I turned her down so many times, she still visited the store and begged me to teach her. Aw, you didn't laugh at my amazing joke. She is very persistent. Last month, I finally agreed to take her on as my apprentice. That didn't sound sincere. And things at the bakery have been more lively ever since. Good morning. Morning! Here comes our #1 customer. How is life at the castle going, Jane? This is Jane Doe. She is a royal knight that comes by the bakery every morning to buy a blueberry lavender muffin. It's going fine. You know I can't say too much about what happens at the castle. We also served together during the war. for your concern, Elliot, but I'm fine. There's a lot going on at the castle at the moment, so I just haven't been sleeping well for the past couple of nights. Would you like something to help you sleep? The choice that decides everything. Flirt or suggest a sleep remedy. We're going for Elliot this time, so we're gonna suggest a sleep remedy. If you're having trouble sleeping, I could mix up a potion for you to take before going to bed. A sleeping potion? I'm not sure. Don't worry, it won't knock you unconscious straight away. The potion I have in mind will just help you relax and make it easier for you to fall asleep within 5 to 10 minutes of taking it. Are there any side effects? You'll wake up normally and feel refreshed. No adverse side effects. Nothing like the potions we used during the war. Ah, that's great. To think, the potions we once used on our enemies to enjoy nausea are now being served to nobles as liquor. Yes, but they are far less potent than what they used to be. Wow, I didn't know that. I hope you're paying attention, Elliot. Consider that today's lesson. Oh, I need a quill. Just wait. She's so studious. I'm surprised you decided to take on an apprentice. I thought after the war, you would have restrained from training witchlings. This is different from back then. I'm teaching her to use magic to create, not to destroy. Has she baked anything using her magic yet? Not yet. She is still learning how to bake without magic. She can never seem to find the right ingredients when she needs them. Not a simple task, I see. Very true, but I do like her enthusiasm. Okay, I'm ready. Please repeat everything that you just said before. I like it too. It's refreshing. What? What's refreshing? Oh, Elliot, what am I going to do with you? Did I miss something? Like me teasing her. That's really cute. Shall I make the potion and deliver it to the castle tonight, Jane? If you would, thanks. Oh, I can drop it off for you. And how do you plan to get to the castle? I can walk. You haven't been practicing how to fly, have you? Can't do it. I can't control more than one element like you can, Lana. I can barely make fire. How do you expect me to wind magic so soon? Conjure fire. Ah! Please, let me do the delivery. I'm not as magically gifted as some of the other witches in town, but you were still willing to take me on as your student. I want to prove my worth as your apprentice, with or without magic. When you're this determined, how could I possibly say no? Woohoo! Good for you, Elliot. I'll greet you at the castle gates after sundown. Alright, I'll see you then, Jane. I hope your potion works, Lana. Do you doubt my skill? Never. I'll see you, Elliot. See you, Jane! So, what type of sleeping potion are you going to make, Lana? Just a simple one. Would you like to help? Yes, please. I feel like I'm learning a lot today. I'm glad you think so. There's more to witchcraft than just summoning and conjuring. Knowledge of the world around us will also improve our ability to brew potions and perform acts of alchemy. Scribble. First, we need to gather all the ingredients. what do we need? For this potion, I'll need some valerian root, passion flower, and peppermint leaves. All these can have a sedative effect on the consumer, but have varying degrees of effectiveness. They all differ in taste. The peppermint will be used as the main aromatic component. Ooh, okay. Do we have all those things? We do, but what? Elliot? Yes? Did you by any chance move things around in my kitchen this morning? Well, you see, I took some of the ingredients off the shelves when I was looking for the cinnamon, but then I forgot where everything went, so I just put them back on the shelf where I thought they would go. I see. I'm so sorry. I've messed up your kitchen. No, it's fine. I should have been supervising you instead of putting the other muffins out on display. Well, we'll just have to look around the kitchen and try to find them. Okay. Lana? Yes? What were the ingredients you needed again? Valerian root, passion flower, and peppermint leaves. I'll write you a note. Thank you. Okay, let's have a look around. I love all this cooking stuff. What is the passion flower doing over here? Well, at least I was able to find it. Don't need clothes right now. Need rosebud right now. Really need roses. It's a valerian root. This is lemon balm. We'll quite well. I found the peppermint. Looks like we found all the ingredients. Now I can make a potion. Hooray! I actually had fun looking for the ingredients. Maybe we could do this again. Please don't mess up my kitchen anymore, Elliot. Sorry. Elliot, this line is the front of the store, so any customers will have it in the back. Okay, I won't let you down. I'll show you. The rest of the day goes by rather uneventfully. I take my time preparing the potion, make sure to use the correct measurements. Using too much or too little of any ingredient can change the potency and taste of the potion. At the end of the day, we close the bakery and I give Elliot a box with the potion inside to deliver to Jane. One speedy delivery to the castle coming right up. Be careful. Would be faster for me to fly to the castle myself, but I admire Elliot's passion and determination. When I first took her on as my apprentice, she caused me a lot of trouble. She constantly made mistakes while baking. Her aptitude for magic was quite low, even for someone of her age. But she tries her best, and I find that endearing. I have never met someone as dedicated and determined about baking as her. I can't help but want to support and encourage her. I hope she doesn't get lost in her way to the castle. I love these two. I wake up early in the morning and make my way downstairs to the bakery. I also really like the little leafy details in this UI here. This is really pretty. It's still dark in the little kitchen. With a flick of my wrist, the fireplace lights up. Not all witches in Pioneer were born with the ability to use magic. Most develop a spark during childhood, but in rare cases, some people can train themselves and force a spark to ignite in adulthood. Elliot is one of the latter. She's been training since adolescence, but only ignited her spark last year. I admire her determination and perseverance. I, on the other hand, am one of the former. I first developed my spark when I was 8. Another child in my neighborhood had dug out the sunflowers I had been growing. I was so enraged. I spent weeks growing those flowers. I raised my hand to grab his arm, but the earth beneath him rose and began engulfing him instead. That was the first time I ever used magic. Luckily, he was also a witch. He conjured a wave of water to wash over us. He said it would help cool me down. It turned out he had picked the flowers because he wanted to give them to a girl he liked. After talking together, he promised not to take things from someone else's garden again, and I generously gave him the sunflowers to give to his crush. He came back to me the next day crying because she had rejected him. I guess even magic can't save a person from the pains of heartache. Lana? I walk over and unlock the back door. Morning, Lana. Good morning, Elliot. Did you manage to deliver the potion last night? I sure did. Oh, and listen to this. Last night, there was a lot of commotion at the castle. Commotion? The guards were running around frantically and several messengers were entering and exiting the castle all night. It was probably nothing. What do you suppose was the cause? I like asking Elliot for her opinion. What do you suppose was the cause? Do you think it's unordinary for there to be so much movement at the castle? I'm not sure. Perhaps the guards were looking for something or someone. Or maybe the king was sending out declarations of war to the neighboring nations. Or maybe even love letters. You have such an active imagination. I like that about you. Thank you. You won't need to worry about King Carl declaring war on anyone anytime soon. How can you be so sure? Because the last war just recently ended. Many lives were lost, including the Queen's. Her last wish was for the prince and princess to live in a world of peace and harmony. I doubt the king would do anything to take this life that she helped build away from her children. You have so much faith in the king. I did serve under him during the war, after all. I would say I know him pretty well. Can you tell me more about the war? I didn't ignite my spark until after it ended, so I never exposed to the battlefield. There isn't a lot to say. The slime monsters suddenly appeared one day, and King Carl enlisted the aid of all the witches throughout Pernea to banish them. Jane served in the war too, right? Even though she isn't a witch? Yes, many skilled fighters fought in the war. But without the use of magic, they were in the front lines and most were injured. What were the slimes like? Slimy. Duh. Aw, that's not very informative. There were many different types of slimes. Some were like water elementals and some like fire. Is that how Jane got her scar? Fighting a slime? You ask a lot of questions, Elliot. Why don't we start making some simple vanilla muffins for today's sales? Ooh, I can do that. Of course you can. I'll be here to guide you. Do you know what ingredients we need? I sure do. We'll need flour, milk, vanilla bean, sugar, and is that all? You also need oil and eggs to mix the moisture, and a soft texture to the muffin. Let me start that again. You'll also need oil and eggs to add moisture and a soft texture to the muffins, as well as a pinch of salt to enhance the flavour of the sugar and vanilla bean. Oh, I need to write that down. Didn't you write this down last time? I forgot where I left the notes. Oh, Elliot. The morning kicks off with the two of us baking all sorts of delicious treats. Before I know it, the time that Jane routinely comes to visit has arrived. Good morning. Morning, Jane. Good morning, Jane. How did you sleep last night? Oh, about that. Sorry, Lana. I didn't get the chance to take the potion last night, even though you went through the trouble of brewing and delivering it to me. Oh, it's nothing to apologize over. Why didn't you take it? I really shouldn't say. Aw, please. I'm also curious. After I went to all the trouble of making the potion, you at least owed me an explanation for my efforts. I already paid you in coin for the potion, Lana. You can repay me with something else for the emotional trauma of not having my product used. It hurts my feelings. And my legs. I had to walk a long distance to deliver it. Yes, poor Elliot. We demand compensation in the form of castle gossip. The old you would never have stooped to such trivial excuses, Lana. Is this your doing, Elliot? Very well. We had a few messages from the neighbouring nations arrive, so I had to escort them around the castle. Why were there so many messages? I saw a few when I came by. They were returning messages. They were returning responses to the king's invitation. The king's invitation? Yes. You see, the king plans to hold a ball in a couple of days. All the nobles in Pernia will be attending, as well as some ambassadors from the neighbouring nations. Wow, a ball! Luca will also be attending. Who's Luca? Another witch that Lana and I are acquainted with. He's a childhood friend of mine, I'd say. I'm not surprised he's attending. He's a noble after all. He has a tendency to fall madly in love with every man, woman, and anything in between that he meets. A real hopeless romantic. It's best if you keep a safe distance from me. Oh, okay. What's the occasion? The princess's betrothal. Betrothal? She's getting married? Who's she getting married to? I'm not sure yet. I'm not high enough in the chain of command to be informed. But the princess has requested to specifically have your muffins served at the ball. She did. Yes. Wow. Why would she request my muffins specifically? She eats your blueberry muffin every day. king wishes to order 500 assorted muffins from you for the night after tomorrow. Can you do it? I can't really decline a request from the king now, can I? No, I guess not. You will, of course, be invited to the ball as well. Okay? The night after tomorrow, correct? I should be able to get that done. I assume Elliot will want to help with this order? You bet I do. Excellent. Consider it done. Thank you. You were right. Yes. Please don't worry about me. I'll just take my usual muffin and return to the castle. Alright. I go behind the counter and place a blueberry lavender muffin in a carry bag. For some reason, I put it in a fancier bag than usual, opting for a black pouch with gold hemming instead of the usual plain one. There you go. Thank you. Did I subconsciously try to present the muffin in a more sophisticated manner because I knew it was meant for royalty? I'll be back at the same time tomorrow. Have a good day, Jane! She leaves, but not before showing a pained look on her face. Jane didn't look happy when talking about the princess's betrothment. I had a feeling I knew why, but it wasn't my place to say. Elliot, I think the pumpkin seed muffins will be almost finished by now. I try to ignore it and carry on running the bakery. I'll go check. We go about the rest of the day, serving customers and baking as per usual. When I close up the bakery, Elliot tells me she has a prior arrangement and is unable to stay. I'm sorry, I can't stay back to help clean up today. Don't worry about it, Elliot. Make sure you get home safely, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, you're so understanding. See you tomorrow, Lana. I lock the door behind her. I'm still bothered by the look on Jane's face as she spoke to us this morning. She was definitely troubled by the princess's betrothment. I'm not surprised. Jane has been in love with the princess since she became a royal knight. Her eyes would light up and sparkle when they spoke to each other. I had only seen them speak together once, but it was obvious since then that Jane had fallen. I hope she doesn't do anything crazy leading up to the ball. Lana, my arms are getting so tired from all this mixing. How do you do this every morning? I suppose this would be a good time to teach you how to use magic to mix the batter. Really? Yes! I need a quill. Please wait. Maybe she should start carrying a quill and ink around with her. Okay, I'm ready. Let's begin by beating the eggs. Since your initial spark element was fire, Elliot, you should also have a slight connection with both wind and earth elements. We'll be harnessing wind for today's lesson. Okay. First, pinpoint a specific part of the egg to focus your magic. Next, you want to mix the batter in a circular motion. So we will want to focus our magic around the bowl. We continue channeling our magic around and around. And that's it. Sounds easy, but I'm sure I'll make mistakes. Do you want to watch me do it again? Yes, please. Okay. After this, I want to see you give it a go. And that's how we do it. Wow, you made that look so easy, Lana. Thank you, Elliot, but flattery won't improve your magic skill. I know. Okay, I think I'm ready to give it a try. Good luck. Yeah. Calm down, Elliot. When you panic, you accidentally channel your spark element. In your case, it would be fire. Okay. Just take a few seconds to calm down. Shall we try? One more time. Water. You got too excited. Sorry. We still have a long way to go. You did pretty well with making today's batch. But the amount of times I lit the batter on fire. I'm sorry, I wasted so many ingredients. It's quite alright, Elliot. I knew what I was getting myself into when I accepted you as my apprentice. Lana. Oh, you're so kind. Oh, here comes our Lana. I need your help. Excuse me? The king. He plans to wed the princess off to the first man that can defeat his fighter in a duel at the ball tomorrow night. What? I need you to create a potion to turn me into a man. What? Please, I'm begging you. I love the creep away and the follow. It's the only way I'll be able to fight her. Wait, fight for her. You don't want to fight the princess. I can't possibly allow the princess to marry the first man to defeat the king's chosen fighter. Who knows what sort of barbarian it could be? But there's a chance the winner could be a kind-hearted person. I can't risk it. I can't bear the thought of her marrying a stranger she doesn't even know. Jane, rather than her marrying an unknown man, isn't it more accurate to say you can't bear the thought of her marrying someone other than you? I'm just a knight. I'm not even a high-ranking officer. I'm an elf, and my body is scarred from war. I don't have any redeeming qualities. And my biggest setback of all is that I am a woman. What right do I have to stand by the princess's side unless I change? Agree to help. And you think that by turning into a man and defeating the king's fighter that you will be accepted to stand by her side? Yes. Fine, I will do it. I'll create a potion for you if that's what you think you need in order to win the princess's heart. Thank you, Lana. Is there really a magic potion to change Jane into a man, though? I have never made one before, so I can't guarantee it will even work. We don't know what will happen. Your body might change, but so might your state of mind. I don't even know if it would have a permanent effect or just temporary. I'm willing to take the risk. I just want to make it clear that I don't agree with this. I don't see why you have to change to fight for the princess. You could easily hold your own in battle against the other knights. You even fought in the war against the slime monsters. I would never be accepted as a woman, Lana. Very well. I'll make the potion tonight, so come by again tomorrow morning. Thank you, Lana. You don't know how much this means to me. Lana, are you okay? Yes. Let's get back to work, Elliot. We still have an order to prepare for tomorrow night. After I send Elliot home for the day, I sit in the kitchen in silence. The only sound I could hear is the crackling of the fireplace. Today has been both physically and mentally draining. The bakery seemed busier than usual today. Some of the customers were definitely not locals. I figure they must be visiting from the neighboring nations. Were they here to celebrate the princess's betrothal? Perhaps they were, too, planning to fight for the right to marry her. Even after the last customer had left, I waited well past sunset to close the bakery. I think I wanted to keep myself busy so that I could hold off on making Jane's potion. It was going to be a long day tomorrow. Surprisingly, I had a really good night's sleep. It's a new day today, but that does not mean the events of yesterday did not happen. It also means I have a very large order of muffins to prepare. Lana, I'm here! I open the door. Good morning, Lana. Good morning, Elliot. Thank you for coming in a little earlier than usual to help with today's order. It's my pleasure. We have a lot to do today and not enough time to do it. Okay. I don't waste any time with idle chit-chat this morning. Everything I've taught you so far has been leading up to this moment. I'm going to need you to find ingredients for me and help me mix the batter. We're going to work hard and fast, and I won't be able to give you much assistance. In fact, I'll actually be timing you this time. I can handle it. Alright, are we ready? Are we ready? I haven't even saved yet. I'm gonna save, because I think I failed last time, and I want to see what happens if I can succeed in case I fail again. Alright, are we ready? Yes. I'm counting on you. Elliot, please hand me the eggs on the bench. Yes, Lana. Thank you, Elliot. I need more flour now. Got it. Good work, Elliot. Could you grab me some lavender from the corner? Okay. Great. You're doing well, Elliot. Finally, can you hand me some blueberries from the bench? Okay. Perfect. You've been really helpful so far, Elliot. Are you ready to mix the batter now? As ready as I'll ever be. Great. Remember to focus very carefully. If your concentration wanders even just a little, you might run back. I won't let you down, Lana. I'm sure you will. Please start by mixing this up. I don't know if this is timed or not. job, Elliot. Not only did you work efficiently, but you were able to use magic to mix the batter. I am so proud of you. Thank you so much, Lana. I was only able to do it because I had such an amazing teacher. Flattery will only get you so far. Far enough to receive a reward? What would you like? Really? Well, maybe I'll ask her at the ball. Are you sure? If it's something I can get through immediately, you may as well ask now. It's alright, Lana. I'll ask during the ball. Very well. Is she gonna ask for a dance? Cute. Muffin making successful. Woo!
Later that morning.
This morning has been extremely hectic. I decided not to open the store today so that Elliot and I could finish working on the muffins for tonight's ball. I like how as the day goes on a little bit more, the actual colours of the background change, like the sun is actually rising through a window. I think that's a pretty cool effect. I was mixing several bowls of batter at once using magic. Wouldn't that be so useful? A few dozen muffins were already baking. Before I knew it, Jane had arrived at the bakery. Hello? Elliot? Lana? Is anyone in? Ah, coming. I'll get the door for her, Lana. Thank you. Morning. Morning, Jane. I'll be with you in just a moment. Take your time, Lana. I can see you're working very hard to finish the muffins for the ball. Have you been in the bakery's kitchen before? No. I believe this is the first time seeing you back. What do you think? It's cozy. Hey, Jane? Yes, Elliot? About what you said yesterday. What exactly is it about the princess that you like? I nearly challenged my spark energy into the muffin batters. It's unprofessional of me, but I stopped mixing some of the bowls so that I can eavesdrop on their conversation. That's, a little embarrassing when you ask me so suddenly. Oh, sorry. But now that some time has passed, it's not sudden anymore, right? Oh, I love Elliot so much. You really are persistent. The princess is very kind and charming. Aren't I also kind and charming? Would you fight for my hand in marriage? Elliot, the princess is... Even though I am not a very interesting person, the princess will always listen to me when I ramble on during our conversations, regardless of whatever the topic is about. She's always encouraging me and is grateful for what I do around the castle. She may be kind, but she still lectures me if I make a mistake. I like that responsible side of her. And at the end of the day, seeing her beautiful and sincere smile makes me happy. Now how am I supposed to try and talk her out of this? Jane. I worked all night on the potion, but I haven't tested it yet, so I don't know if it will work. Thank you, Lana. I really do appreciate you making this for me, even though it was so sudden. Is it meant to be bubbling like that? I honestly don't know. Well, at least it's a pretty mix of colours. Oh, Elliot. You're not going to drink it now? I'm a little nervous. I'll drink it before the ball. Will you be okay? was willing to take the risk, right? Don't worry about me. I'm living by my own choices in life. If anything goes wrong, I only have myself to blame. Not like your choices don't affect other people, Jane. Telling us not to worry. Elliot is more upset about this than I thought she would be. If something happens to you, then we'll lose our #1 customer. I try to brighten the mood with a joke. Lana's right. Without you, our sales would go down. You too. I promise that even if I turn into a man, a bear, or even a pig, I will still come to the bakery every day to buy a muffin. You better. It's a promise, alright? Yes. We finished making all the muffins before sunset. There was still some time left before the ball, so Elliot went home to change into appropriate attire. I went upstairs to take a quick bath before changing clothes as well. And then it was time for the ball. Wow! The ball hasn't even started yet, and there's already so many people. I'm so excited! That's great, Elliot, but make sure to stay close to me. We'll be staying in the main hall for most of the night, but the castle itself has many rooms and hallways, so it's easy to get lost. Okay. Hey, Lana? Yes, Elliot? Dressing up and going to the ball together? It's almost like we're on a date. Yes, Elliot. Lana, the muffins are so delicious. Elliot, if you eat all the muffins, there won't be any left for the other guests. But they're so good! Elliot. Even and beautiful. I love him. Luca. Long time no see. It's been too long. The muffins being served here tonight are from your bakery, correct? They're delicious. Thank you. They are as sweet as you are. I see you're still saying the same phrases. It's the truth. And who is this gorgeous girl? Hi, I'm... No! What? You're going to give her the wrong impression of me. Just no. I just want to introduce myself. Good evening, beautiful. Luca de Castro, but you can just call me Luca. I'm good friends with Lana since childhood. And you are... only interested in women? Ugh. I don't even stand a chance, do I? Not really. Lana, I'm heartbroken. I can see that. Now really, who are you? Are you someone special to Lana? I sure am. I love seeing her face every morning, and we spend every day together too. By nightfall, she's got me all tired out. I can barely keep up with her. Lana, I am so jealous. Elliot, please don't say things that will lead to misunderstandings. Elliot is my apprentice. She works at the bakery with me. Oh? There isn't anything more? No. Not yet. Excuse me? I like you, Elliot. It's a shame you're not interested in men. Maybe in another lifetime. Not even then. I hope so. It looks like the king is about to speak. The ballroom falls silent at the presence of His Majesty. Many of the guests remain where they are in the hall, but a few are confident enough to make their way to King Carl. Wow, it's really the king. It's the first time seeing him this close. Thank you all for your attendance this evening. As you all know, the reason for tonight's festivities is to celebrate my beautiful daughter's betrothment, Madalena. She is so pretty. My dear daughter, Madalena, I am so proud to see the woman that she has grown up to become. I am sure you are all eagerly excited to hear the name of the lucky man that will marry my daughter. But even I do not know. Whispers and murmurs spread throughout the ballroom. It seems everyone is shocked to hear that the king himself does not know who will marry the princess. Wait. Does this mean the people in attendance tonight don't know about the king's fighter? My daughter has rejected every prince, nobleman, and suitor that has ever come seeking her hand. Imagine my surprise when she said she was ready to be wed. She came to me with a single condition. The person she is to marry must first defeat a warrior in combat. More chatter spreads throughout the crowd. I'm confused. What's going on? The princess was the one who decided to hold the competition for her hand, not the king. Why would she do that? I have not the faintest idea. She's a funny one, isn't she? Luca has a coy smile on his face. Was he planning on competing? It's quite an amusing requirement she has set, but I trust my daughter. I believe something entertaining will come of this. And so, the first to best my chosen fighter in battle will be granted my daughter's hand. Who will take up the challenge and prove that they are worthy to marry my daughter? A few of the guests shuffle round. Some approach the front of the crowd, but none are brave enough to take on the challenge. Instead, whispers can be heard. Should have brought my son along. He's a skilled fighter. To think such an opportunity to be tied to the royals will be missed. If I had known beforehand, I would have worn my armor. You're just making excuses. You don't have the guts. They are not wrong. To suddenly spring this upon the guests without any warning or time to prepare. It is no wonder no one is confident enough to fight. But if that is the case, why even hold this ball to begin with? I will fight for the princess's hand. It's Jane. Did she take the potion? She doesn't look any different. I can't tell either. It was an untested concoction after all, so it most likely did not work. I'm just glad to see she's still alive and breathing. And she's not a pig! Yes, that too. Lana? Yes, Elliot? Where did your friend Luca disappear to? I'm not sure. This is a surprise. What is your reason for volunteering? I'm not volunteering, Your Highness. I am making a declaration. Any fighter you have chosen, or any other man or woman here that wishes to fight for the princess, I will defeat them all. Who does that knight think they are? You have not provided us with a reason, Jane. Jane focuses on the princess. For love. That is my reason. That is your reason? Will you allow it? The king takes a quick glance at the princess. I would not accept any other reason. Very well. We will allow it. This is outrageous. I think it's romantic. This is exciting. I'm rooting for Jane to win. But the king still has not announced who Jane's opponent will be. Whoever it is, Jane is gonna kick their butt.
De Castro, where are you?
I've been here all along, Your Highness. Evening, Jane. You look even more dashing than usual. Thank you? Since you've been here from the beginning, then you must have heard Jane's proclamation. I did, yes. Are you ready to defend the princess's hand? I already accepted the honor to be your fighter days ago, Your Highness. If I had not come ready tonight, I would have dishonored my name. What? Luca is the king's fighter? Isn't he a witch? Will Jane be alright? This seems unfair. Well, then it would seem Jane will be your first challenger for tonight. Jane draws her sword and stands her ground, giving Luca a cold, hard stare. There is no sense of doubt or apprehension in her eyes. Not only first, I'll also be the last. I like this side of you. Jane is the first to charge forward. She closes the gap between her and Luca. She takes several swings at him with her sword, but he avoids contact with her blade each time by propelling himself backwards using magic. I wish more women would chase after me as enthusiastically as you are right now, Jane. Once he had gained a safe distance, Luca twists and flicks his wrist. Swish and flick. Oh no, twist. He would have blown himself up. A heavy wave of water is conjured to slam Jane against the wall. Several spectators are also hit with the water, sending them sliding into each other. You should give up, Jane. You can't beat me in a fight. Jane rises to her feet, combs her fingers through her dripping wet hair, and once again charges at Luca. It is pointless. Every time Jane closes the gap between them, Luca uses magic to get away or push her back. Is that all you've got, Jane? She clicks her tongue before scanning her surroundings for something, but what? Her eyes lock onto a noble. Jane dashes over to him and she grabs the muffin the noble was holding in his hand and flings it at Luca. She's using her muffins as a weapon? Luca swiftly moves out of the way and the muffin hits the wall. You shouldn't waste food, Jane. But Jane smirks. Why is she smirking? Jane runs over to a nearby table that is covered with our muffins. She wouldn't. Jane grabs the muffins and begins catapulting them one by one at Luca. She would! Our muffins! We worked so hard on them. What is happening? Pumpkin seed, vanilla, apple cinnamon, blueberry. With every flying muffin that comes hurtling towards him, Luca takes a step further and further away. He reflects some of the muffins using magic, causing them to fly towards the crowd. I love the muffins being actually thrown across the screen. Ah! These two won't stop at muffin! Are you seriously trying to make a joke right now? Pew, pew, pew. Oh. Whoa! Luca stumbles. He's just slipped on one of the muffins on the floor. A blueberry and lavender muffin, to be precise. Wait, hold on. Throwing the last muffin, Luca manages to deflect it as a wave, using it a wave of water, his spark element. Jane must have expected this. She dodges to the side and pulls out something from behind her coat. Another weapon? A shimmer of of yellow splashes towards Luca. He sends another wave, but the yellow liquid instead mixes with his conjured water. It has a strong odor. It reeks of peppermint and valerian. The sleeping potion? Luca pinches his nose to block the stench. Jane stands atop a fallen Luca, with the tip of her sword pointed towards his neck. You've beaten me. I have. Well done, Jane. I have to admit, I am impressed. You've defeated me and earned the right to the princess's hand. Jane lowers her sword and looks towards the king. No, she's looking at the princess. Well, Madalena, what do you think? Jane! I told you, did I not? The person who wins this fight will without a doubt be my true love. My knight in shining armor. Princess. You'll still only call me by my title? Even after you just fought for my hand? Shouldn't you be saying something else right about now? Madalena. Yes. I love you with all my heart, my mind, my body, and my soul. I know, Jane. I love you too. Aww. It's a happy ending! Yes, I suppose it is. I'm glad Jane was able to find the strength in herself to fight for the one she loves. I'm glad that she is getting the happy ending she deserves. Is everything alright? I was just thinking. Please, do share. Well, have you ever felt like something wasn't quite right? What do you mean? Like, you thought the world revolved around you, or that you were the main character in a story, but you're actually just supporting, just a supporting character in someone else's love story? And no matter what choices you make or things you say to them actually have very little impact on what happens? Because it was never your story to begin with. It was hers, and she had the power to decide how her love story would end all along. Holy I got the same ending! Oh no! Okay, well that didn't work out. I can't believe I got the same ending. I guess. Okay, so I picked one different I picked one different option. Oh no. I guess I will see. I guess I'm gonna do this again and see. Try and pick something different again and see what changes. Oh no. Oh, wait. Lana. Yes, Elliot. Remember this morning you said you would give me a reward for successfully making the muffins? I remember. Do you wish to ask for your reward now? If that's okay. I want a kiss. Please? A kiss. Yes. But only if you're okay with it. Of course. Sorry, but no. Okay, maybe I did do something right. Of course. I'm Really?
Yes, Elliot. Why don't you come a little closer, and I'll show you just how okay with it I am.
Aww.
I may just be a supporting character in Jane and Madalena's love story, but I am also the protagonist of my own.
The end. Okay, there's still a locked CG. What is it? Oh, okay, so now I'm confused. I'm going to assume that's Elliot and Lana, I think. Redhead, help me! Well, I guess we'll go with this one after all. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Go and support Witpop's games because I really love what Red's making, and I hope you do too. Most of her games are free, but you can still make a donation. I'm a Love Interest is a paid game. I think it's $10. We've played that on the channel before. I still have one route to go on that, I think, the poly route, which I should be recording in sometime, next couple of weeks probably. I won't be recording next weekend because it will be Halloween and I'll be in Canberra, but I should have some videos scheduled to come out then, if that all works out, so hopefully you'll enjoy them. And as usual, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. And if you have any suggestions on what you'd like to see played, or any songs that you'd like to hear covered, send us a comment or send me a tweet at CocoLoCovers, and we'll catch you next time. Bye!